All right, so I just uploaded my conversion story, and so it's uploaded and there's 2 parts, and so I hope you guys are enjoying it. This is technically like my first vlog. I've been doing a couple mini vlogs throughout Ramadan on TikTok, but this is like my first full like vlog for YouTube. So today's Friday. I was off work today and I'm so glad I was off. Like I needed a 3-day weekend so bad. Tomorrow night kicks off the last 10 nights of Ramadan. So crazy. Everybody says every single year 1,000,000 times how fast Ramadan goes, but honestly, subhanAllah, it goes by so fast. It's because it's the best time of the year, I swear, and it goes by so fast. I'm actually not fasting right now. I'm on my period break, but it's almost over, which I'm so glad, because normally I get kind of excited when my period is about to start so I can take like a little break, mostly just for coffee reasons. But this year I was actually really sad when it started because I had already got like almost 2 weeks in. I was in the best routine. I was not having any headaches. I was having the same suhoor every day. I was getting up like extra early, getting my prayers in, like just, you know, alhamdulillah, like really on a roll. And then period came and, you know, it is what it is. And then of course I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna like drink water throughout the day. So I kind of stay, you know, consistent with fasting a little bit. And then I'm like, no, like Allah gave you this for a reason because you need to nourish your body. So you're not gonna just drink water all day. So then I ate and whatever. It is what it is. I'll just be super glad when I'm praying again, which should be just in a few days, and fasting again and back to some structure and routine and consistency, which is what I thrive on always. And I know that, but anyway, so it's been a really good Ramadan. My kids have been away from me for a little bit of it. And so that's been like an adjustment. I'm used to being with my kids like 24/7, and I've been working now for like a year and a half, and after being a stay-at-home mom for like 16 years or 17 years, that's been such an adjustment. And then like now in Ramadan, they spent the last like 4 or 5 days in Orlando with their dad. So they're coming home. They're actually on their way. They could be like walking in the door any minute. And what time is it? It's like 6 o'clock almost, I think. So I need to start making their iftar, making baked ziti, because all 3 of them like it. And so I'm gonna make that, and I need to clean up. I don't know, it's been only me literally living in this house for the past 5 days, and there's like so many dishes, and I don't know how that happened, but I'm gonna clean up the dishes and then get their food started. So let's kick off this vlog. Good morning, you guys. All right, it is the next day. It's Saturday. I did not do a good job at recording yesterday. When the kids got home, I had planned to like record them walking in, and it just didn't happen. I made their dinner, their iftar. They got here and we just hung out and visited. We went to Walmart, and I didn't record any of it, but I'm here recording now, so I'm gonna try to be better today. I am actually getting ready to go work out because I'm still not fasting. I'm hopeful, inshallah, that tomorrow I'll be able to fast and pray again. But today I'm still not, so I'm gonna work out. I work out from home. If you guys have followed me on Instagram, then you know like what workouts I do and stuff. I used to like religiously record my workouts and post them, not only for accountability, but also because I know it helps other women and moms out there. Because I know for me, before I started my weight loss journey, my fitness journey, like, oh my God, like 10 years ago, for like a whole year before I even like started walking or whatever, I would just watch on Instagram these other moms and women posting these workouts that they were just doing at home with their kids, and I would watch it every day, and little by little it like inspired me. And then I finally got the guts to get off my butt and get moving. And so I know seeing somebody else working out, someone that you can relate to, it just helps motivate you. And so that's why I did. And I do still post on Instagram my workout sometimes, but I don't do it as much. I'm gonna go out to the TV and show you guys how I get my workouts. It's really great to do in Ramadan, even though I've only worked out like maybe 3 times in Ramadan. You know, some years is easier than others. This year was just more focused on the month and my prayers and the foods that I was nourishing myself with, that I am nourishing myself with. I'm talking like Ramadan already passed. So I just focused more on food this month and my prayers and the spiritual thing. And so my workouts kind of took a backseat. I'm totally rambling. So let me end this and go show you guys how I even get these workouts. All right, you guys. So this is the TV, obviously. I use the Amazon Fire Stick and it should be down here. Yeah. So if you don't have this app, you can just download it. It's The Body by Beachbody. And I'm gonna select it. Hello. See my cat? Well, one of them. Actually, that's my mom's cat. That's Sassy. And that's Myrtle. Those are my mom's 2 cats. And yes, he's named after the character in Outlander, if you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so this is where the workouts come up. So it's gonna bring up what I'm already doing. Like when you're in the middle of a program, it remembers where you left off, like Netflix. And this is what I'll be doing today. Beautiful. Love this workout. Workouts, these are the ones I've done for years. They have not failed me. They've helped me lose like 80 pounds and keep it off. And you know, I honestly, like, from Khalil's open heart surgery to divorce to like moving back here, remarriage, like all this stuff, these workouts have been like my anchor. So love them so much. So I'm gonna stop procrastinating and go push play. All right, so I got my workout done. I did not record it. If you guys tell me that you want me to show that, then you know, I'll be more than happy to, but I didn't record. I started making some food for tonight. I got this going. This is what Khalil, my oldest son, asked for. It's like taco chicken, and I'm gonna shred it up. It's basically just chicken with taco seasonings, and I boil it for a long time, and then it's really soft, and then I shred it up. And so he's gonna have that. Then I made fufu in the kitchen, I think is her thing, her za'atar chicken. So that's marinating. That's gonna be for me. And then some Egyptian molokhia. That's what I'm gonna make today, but I have to go to the store. Didn't think I would need to go to the store today, but I do. I need to get some tortillas for Khalil to have with his chicken, and then like a few other things. So I will take you guys along. I'm home from the grocery store. I did not record in there because it was crazy and it was stressing me out. So I ended up getting some things that I did not need to get because my son Ibrahim came with me and he's fasting, and grocery shopping with fasting people or while fasting is the biggest mistake you can ever make, because you're craving like all these weird specific things and then you end up buying them. And so I got him some of these things. So anyway, I'm gonna go and start on my molokhia, and that's it. Sarah's taking the cat out for a walk on a leash. He loves going outside, but he's not a big fan of the leash yet, but he'll go. He's just happy to be outside. My molokhia is done. I know I didn't say that right. It is not as thick as I like it to be, but I'm learning. This is only my second time making it. So anyway, it tastes so good. Khalil's taco chicken is done and ready. Ibrahim has ziti from last night, but he's gonna make nachos too. Sarah also. And then the za'atar chicken and potatoes is just staying out until it's time for everybody to eat. Good morning, assalamu alaikum. It is Sunday. I I don't like Sundays because that means I have to go back to work tomorrow. But alhamdulillah, I had a 3-day weekend. I woke up early today at sahur time to wake the kids up, get them some food, and make sure they eat. Like, they're old enough to do that on their own. Well, the boys are, but it's Sarah's first like real Ramadan, like where she's fasting most of the days. And so I, as a mom, I just like to be up with them, even though I'm not fasting and I don't need to wake up to pray. I still want to get up and like see them eat and drink something. I don't know, like it's just a mom thing or whatever, but I feel like satisfied, like content. Okay, they ate, they drank, like they're good, and then whatever. So I did that, and then I went back to sleep because I don't ever get to do that because I work during the week. So I wanted to just go back to sleep. So that's what I did, and then I woke up, video chatted with my husband for a while, which is always like my favorite thing to do. On the weekends we can talk for a longer time because obviously I don't have work. Work really seems to like impede on my life. Like, anyway, alhamdulillah, I have a job. Like I need a job. So I digress. Anyway, I'm gonna go and get the kitchen cleaned up first, actually, because I don't like cooking something, especially something I'm not really familiar with cooking, like in a dirty kitchen. So I'm gonna go get cleaned up and then get the stuff like prepared, and then maybe I'll show you guys. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Okay, so kitchen is pretty much cleaned up. It's a lot better than it was. And so I'm working on the tart. So I'm making the dough, and I need 1 cup of flour and then a 1/2 cup of almond flour. And this actually isn't almond flour because I was not about to spend $10.79, so like basically $11 on a bag this big of almond flour. So what I did, and I've done this in the past too, I just bought some almonds and I grinded them up in a food processor, like until it's super fine, and it works. And I've made this before, this crust, without the almond. Like I did a 1.5 cups of just regular flour, and that comes out good too, but the almond just, I don't know, it like makes it taste better. So there's also some parsley in the crust, and so that's what I'm gonna chop up now. The key to this dough is super cold butter, and the water that you're gonna like pour in and add to it needs to be very cold. So I put ice in here because that's what we're gonna like pour into the dough, like to make it doughy. And I think I cut too much parsley here because like when I do the salmon one, it's like the crust like is supposed to look a little green, but I don't want this one to be too parsley-y, too parsley-ish, full of parsley. I don't know. Let me get my Ninja out. I'm gonna put everything in here. It's actually like all my mom's stuff. Like I don't have any of my stuff here, so I'm using her stuff, but this is what I used to use when I lived on my own in Orlando. Okay, so I'm gonna wait on this step because I need to cut the butter. So this is a stick of butter. I didn't say this was healthy. Into like little cubes, and then I'm gonna put it in a bowl, and it's gonna go right back in the fridge until I'm ready for it because it has to stay cold. My mom's cat, my little brother, aka Murtaugh, is trying to get up here, and I don't want him near the food. Stay. I don't need cat hair in my food. Okay. All right, so this is a stick of butter. Go. This butter is like already soft. So I'm gonna put it right here into the bowl. Okay, into the Ninja goes our cup of flour. I'm just gonna pour it in there. I'm gonna dump in our 1/2 cup of almond flour, aka cheap version. My hands. I don't know like how you guys like. I don't like stuff on my hands when I'm cooking. Like when I get stuff on them, I'm constantly wiping it off. Always. I kind of want to wait for the butter to get a little bit colder again because like I'm telling you, if you want like a flaky crust, you have to have cold butter. So I'm gonna just set this aside right here and we're gonna wait like 5 minutes or maybe 7 minutes, whatever, for the butter to get cold again after I just cut it. Part to this is leeks. So these little puppies are always dirty, like filthy, disgusting dirty. So they need to be sliced, and then I put them in a big bowl of water and I like break them apart so they're not, because they come like sticking together kind of. Break them apart, washing them, and then I rinse them really, really well and then dry them off because we're gonna saute them. Got the leeks cut and washed. They're all ready to go. The butter is nice and cold, so I'm gonna put it in here with our flours, salt, pepper, and then you're supposed to put thyme. I don't have any, and like fresh thyme is really good in this. So I'm gonna put dill because I feel like dill goes with asparagus. I could be totally wrong. I have no idea. Salt, pepper, and let's just throw in some dill. What's the big deal? Maybe it doesn't go. I'm gonna just put a little bit. Okay? Stay. All right, we're gonna put in our butter, and then I'm just gonna basically pulse this to get it mixed. Then I'm gonna add in some parsley and then ice water. So basically, I just want to cut up the butter. I think I need a thingy. Guess I can use this. I don't know if I need it. It looks like it's mixing up really well, actually. I feel like it needs some more butter. Probably not. Ready? All right, that's good. Let's add some parsley. I'm not gonna add all of this that I cut up though, because I don't want it to be like super green. Let's see. Hold on. My husband is calling. Just okay. Sorry about that. Long distance problems there. I had to answer him. So I put the water in here already. So I just like dripped it in here while it was going like that. I don't want to add more because it'll be too wet. See how it's like sticky? That's how you want it to be. And now I need to clear this area because I'm gonna, oh wait, yeah, I'm gonna like roll it into a ball and then put it in the fridge to get cold, and then we'll make the filling, okay? So you guys don't know, my husband lives in Egypt, and so we are waiting out the torturous, long immigration process, but we're, inshallah, nearing the end of that tunnel. Inshallah, I hope. We've been waiting for a few years, and so it will be a beautiful, glorious day when he's finally here. It's been not easy, so. All right, I'm gonna put some flour, and then, let's see, flour on here. Get off. Coat my hands really good too, because I don't want it to be too sticky. I almost sliced my finger off. That was not very smart. Very carefully remove your dough. I'm done with this It scares me. Like, I always feel like I'm gonna cut myself or something. Okay, so I don't know, can you guys see that? Yeah, it looks like you can. I'm just trying to not touch it too much because I want it to stay cold, like I've said a million times. I'm just gonna shape it into a circle, and I'm gonna put some plastic wrap on it and then stick her in the fridge. That's what she's supposed to look like. Wash my hands because stuff on my hands. You get cleaned up and then I'll show you guys the leek. I got the leeks washed and dried off a little bit, and then they're in this pan with some olive oil and salt and pepper, and they're basically just gonna cook down. And then I am gonna get the asparagus ready. I'm gonna keep stirring them. Look at him. He like misses my mom so bad. I swear, he's like a little mommy's boy, big time. Okay, so I'm still stirring the leeks, just waiting for them. I was thinking, like, I used to be a stay-at-home mom for like most of my adult life. I was a stay-at-home mom, and that meant like a lot of cooking and long days in the kitchen, and I used to like get so burnt out from cooking, just cooking, cleaning. And now, like that, I'm back living with my mom. I've been here for like a year and a half, and my mom does all of the cooking, and it was so nice at first, and it still is nice. Like, I don't have to really worry about meals and stuff like that. But then recently I started actually missing cooking, so it feels good to be cooking again. And it's just sometimes, like, when I think about when I was a stay-at-home mom, and then now like I'm working, and like I'm remarried, but I feel kind of like a single mom in a way because my husband's not here, and you know, so I am kind of like a single mom, but it just feels like two different worlds. And I think about that a lot. And cooking, especially cooking this recipe that I'm cooking now, like, it's something I used to always cook. And so I don't know, it's like cooking it now and like smelling it and like going through the motions of cutting and like making it just brings back so many memories, and like triggering, not in a bad way, but you know, I feel like when you go through a divorce and you know, like new chapters start in your life, you have to kind of like mourn the old you and the old life, honestly, that like you used to have. And I don't know, like I feel like now at this part, like in my healing journey, you know, like cooking is going to be like a big part of it. I don't know, I just had this epiphany today, but I don't know, I didn't mean to get so deep while showing you guys this recipe in this vlog today, but there you go. You never know what the day's gonna bring. So all right, I'm gonna just keep stirring these leeks and stop blabbering, and then I'll show you guys. Dough was chilling, and we need to do this fast because, like I said, it's super important for the dough to be cold. I have this pie dish prepped ready. I sprayed it with nonstick spray, and I'm actually gonna not use all of this because if I remember correctly, this might be enough for two. So I'm just gonna set that there for a minute. All right, so get it in its little ball. Susie, can you like point it down so they can see a little bit? And I need some more flour. Just a little bit. And this is the thingy I'm using. This is my mom's. I think this is, it's old, right? Yeah, so using it. Okay, so I'm just gonna roll it out into like a circle shape, like our pan. And
I think you need to use the other one too.
huh?
I think you need some more of that. The other one.
Other dough?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't think that's gonna be enough.
It will be, don't worry. Just use as much flour as you need to make it not stick.
Your food is so dry.
Really? Girl. This is Sarah sitting next to you guys, by the way, my daughter, who just said that my food is always dry.
I never
But that's
said
probably,
that.
my chicken is always dry when I cook it, and that's because
You hate
I
chicken.
like my chicken and any kind of meat like super well done.
How?
I just,
Even steak?
even steak, I don't care if
Ugh.
it's chewy. Don't give me anything soft. Like,
You like it chewy?
I don't care if it's chewy. I like it like not dry, like where I'm choking, but I like to know that my meat is done, especially chicken. All right, I don't know if you guys can see, but this is like a pretty thin
The blood is in
thing.
it.
And I'm just like putting it over just to see like if it'll be good, and it looks like it'll be good. Oh, this is a trick that I learned. So you can just, you put a little bit of flour so it doesn't stick, and then you just roll very lightly. Please don't stick. And you can just pick it up like that.
Oh.
It's fine. And then
Girl,
you just
you made a hole.
drape it. It's fine. You just drape it over your dish like this. It looks messy, but trust me, this is how it's supposed to be. So then you just shape it, like push it down. And this is actually going to be pretty thin, a thin crust, which is fine, because if I'm going to eat any of this, I'd rather it be thin so I'm not like eating a stick of butter. This needs to be cold, like I said. And if you need to, you can just stick this in the fridge after for a few minutes, just to ensure that it's cold enough, which I might do. Because I'm telling you, when the dough is cold, hold on, when the dough is like really cold, it makes the crust like flaky and good. Like it will be like you bought it. Okay. What is fasting? I forgot. So no, you cannot. But even if you weren't fasting, you should not eat raw dough. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna get a fork and we're gonna poke little holes in it so it can breathe when it's cooking. Just gonna lightly poke. Because this prevents like any bubbling from happening. And I also like to poke the sides also. Stick this in the fridge for just a few minutes, just because I want it to come out really good. So I'm gonna put it in the fridge. What I thought, like asparagus should have like that fancy Gruyere, however you say it, cheese. But I don't have that, and I don't want to spend like a crap ton of money on that. So what I have is ricotta. So I think I'm gonna still put a little bit of ricotta like I do with the other one. And then honestly, all I have right now is double cheddar and mozzarella. Probably nothing similar to Gruyere or however you say that French word, cheese. But we're gonna just see how it goes, okay? So the leeks are all done. That's what they look like. They're cooked down, like really, really down. And what I normally do with the other tart is I add ricotta right into the leeks. And so we're gonna do that with this one. I mean, I don't see how asparagus can be wrong with ricotta. And I was gonna add chicken to this, but you know what? Actually, I think I'm gonna add chicken. I cooked some chicken yesterday. It's already cooked. And I'm gonna like shred up little pieces of it and put it in here. Huh?
The Palestinian one?
Yes, the za'atar. So hopefully like that flavor goes good in here, but you could probably like not even put chicken and it would probably come out good, or just roasted normal whatever chicken. I'm gonna put a little bit just to see. So that's what it looks like with ricotta. Okay, so I just took the crust out of the oven and it should look kind of like this. Like it's not all the way done yet, but it's almost there. So that's how we want it. And then I ended up cutting up some chicken that I had cooked yesterday. I don't know if you guys can see it. And I added it to the leeks. Get all of that in there. And then I'm just gonna spread it out. And I got in here 6 eggs that I just added a little bit of salt, because remember, like we have cheese in here, so there's salt, and there's also salt in the butter, so a little bit of salt and some pepper. And then I just whisked them. Oh, and I added that little bit of mozzarella, like a little pinch, and a little pinch of the cheddar. I don't know if that's gonna come out okay. I feel like the fancy cheese would probably taste better, but I don't know. And then I'm just gonna give this one more zhuzh. I think if you like beat it a lot, it'll be fluffier. Okay. Actually, you know what? My hands are clean. I'm just gonna make it a little bit more flat. Sometimes your hands are the best kitchen tools, okay? If they're clean, only if they're clean. Okay, so I'm gonna pour this. Bismillah. Hopefully. And then I burned the top of my hand in the oven. I don't know if you can see it, but it hurts, and that cold water felt good on it. Anyway, the asparagus is here. I remember I cooked it in the air fryer for like 5 minutes, and I'm literally just gonna drop it here on top. Actually, let me try to make it look cute. Maybe make like a little design with it. Some cherry tomatoes that I was thinking about having them, like cutting them in half and putting them in like for a little bit of color. You guys think I should do that? I really don't know. These are all different sizes, and I'm trying to be like all artsy here. And it's not looking that artsy. It's okay. Okay, so there's asparagus. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have so much left over. That's okay. Well, me and Sarah eat asparagus in this house. So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna use these because it's still hot, this pan. Oh, I don't wanna move it too much. It's gonna mess up my design. Do I add tomatoes or not? I'm adding tomatoes. Get like 4. I'm gonna wash them really good. And then just cut them in half or quarter. I think half will look prettier, right? I don't know, you guys. I really don't know. I'm really just winging this. So if I have 4, it's gonna give me 4, 6, 8. I also don't do math. It'll give me 8 halves, which I think should be plenty, but I'm gonna cut those in half. So I'm just literally. Do you think tomatoes is gonna be good in this? I really don't know. I've never put tomatoes when I did the salmon one. But I mean, that was salmon, and so it probably wouldn't go well with tomatoes. But this is not salmon. This is like a spring tart quiche. I like the tomatoes for the pop of color. Even if they don't taste good, whatever, but I mean, tomatoes are good for you. That's all I'm gonna put. Oh, I have one more. Let me just put it in there so it doesn't go to waste. Okay. That's the final product, you guys. You will not be able to see. So, what do you guys think? I'm gonna stick her in the oven. See how it goes. This is how she looks. I think the tomatoes were a good idea. I just hope that they taste good in there, but it smells really good and it's done. I kept looking at it and checking it, and I had to add a couple minutes, so I don't even know like the total amount of time, but I just checked it, and then when I took it out this last time, I stuck a toothpick in it like you would a cake, and it came out clean, and so it's done, and it'll still like kind of cook a little bit as it sits. So this is gonna be the end of today's vlog, or this vlog, and that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing most of my 3-day weekend this Ramadan, and then I'll try to vlog a little bit this week, the work week. So until next one.